Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm setting up my 2021 reading tracker. Nothing fancy, just wanted to keep track of all the books that I plan to read this year, so keep watching if you're looking for some new books to read. The first thing I did was print out the covers of the books that I wanted to read this year. I do have a video coming out next week of me creating this bookshelf layout as well as some others. So subscribe and hit that bell icon to get the notifications for when that video goes up and for all my future videos. There are 15 books on the paper I printed out, but I started by cutting out the first 6 of the book covers. I only did this for those because I have those books in hand. And once I get closer to finishing those 6, I will order my next few books. So in August of last year, I wrote a blog post about how to easily read more books before 2020 was over. And in there, I put a hashtag of Redonkulous Book Challenge. And the challenge was to read one chapter of a book a day. And I did great the first month. I read Girl Stop Apologizing and Girl Wash Your Face. These books were fantastic, and then something happened and I just stopped. But that's okay. We just have to start over. No biggie. Setbacks happen, but we don't give up. So I want to bring that back, and it's the whole reason why I'm posting my 2020 reading list and making this video, because I just posted on my blog my reading list for this year, and I'm making it very, very, very public to hold myself accountable. So we're back at it. One chapter a day, more if you really get into it. And I find when I get really into it, I read more than one because I get sucked in. The books I'm starting with are I Am That Girl by Alexis Jones, Wild and Free by Jess Conley and Haley Morgan, You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey, It's Never Too Late by Kathy Lee Gifford, and Didn't See That Coming by Rachel Hollis. In the beginning, before this whole pandemic thing happened, I was given a box of books, and in said box was I Am That Girl. And I filmed this last Thursday, and as of right now, editing on Friday, I just started reading that book, and within the first chapter, I had ideas for 3 blog posts. That's the type of inspiration I need. I am in love with this book, and it's not just Alex Jones' point of view. She actually brings in, I think 20 other women to share their experiences with whatever the chapter she's talking about at the time. So you can see that it's not just you or her or me going through things like this, but a lot of men and women can go through what she's talking about. Wild and Free had also been in the box of books given to me, and when I looked this book up, the first line I saw on Amazon had me hooked to read it. It said, "You don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to try so hard to button it up and hold it together. We often feel limited by 2 defining insecurities. I am too much and I'm not enough." I don't know about you, but as a woman, I am so freaking tired of being labeled as either too much or not enough. I can't wait to see what this book has in store for me when I read it. I've been recommended more times than I can remember to read You Are a Badass. I posted a picture of all of these books on my Instagram, and a lot of people commented that this was a good book. So, of course, I had to read it. The first line on Amazon had me hooked too. It said, "You Are a Badass" is their self-help book for people who desperately want to improve their lives but don't want to get busted doing it. Sometimes I feel when you say you're on a personal growth journey and that you want more out of your life for yourself or for your family, you get these judgy looks of, "Oh, so you think you're better than me," which is never the case. You're doing your own thing. And, you're just working through your own shit and creating a life that you love. We're no better than anyone else. We're just choosing a different path on how to handle all the bullshit thrown our way. So I don't get it, but, if you want to read a book where, you can be on a personal growth journey without getting busted doing it, I can't wait, because, even though I write about it for a living, sometimes I get tired of seeing the little judgy looks and everything. So you do you, I do me, we all just live in harmony. Okay, I don't know what else to say, but I don't have much to say about Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey, except that I love watching his clips on YouTube. When men or women ask for dating advice, I just think he has such a unique perspective that I really need to read his book. He's a straight shooter and tells you like it is. I love it. I love it so much. So, I honestly did not know that Kathy Lee wrote a book. And I won this book in a giveaway on the site Goodreads. But by the title, its full title, it had me hooked because, again, personal growth. We're always trying to, improve ourselves and improve our life. But the full title is It's Never Too Late Make the next act of your life the best act of your life. And I love that. I love that. And then we come to Didn't See That Coming by Rachel Hollis. And I bought this book back in September when it was first released, and I was super, super excited for it. But as I skimmed it, I noticed that it kind of looked like a lot of the same information from her other books. And it made me think that she kind of just took all the best parts of all of her work and threw it into this book and kind of rushed it to come out when she announced her divorce. So, I mean, since I spent the money, I'm going to read it anyway, in hopes that I'm wrong. But from what I saw so far in her book, it kind of changed my opinion of her dramatically. So if you want to know more about these books, check the link I provided in the description below to my blog post. But as I said, I have been gifted, or won these books in a giveaway. And since I'm on a personal growth journey, I want to expand my mind. And I'm going to go off on a little tangent here because, being on a personal growth journey, you are constantly learning and evolving. And one thing that should always be constant, and one thing that I find I should have been doing all along these past 2 years, was being consistent in finding new books to read. I want to be inspired and encouraged to chase after my dreams. That I don't get enough of that. I don't get enough of that in my everyday life. Sometimes it feels like a waste of time, the things that I'm doing or posting, because I'm a nobody. Like, I'm nobody special, but I suck it up and continue what I'm doing, because if no one else is gonna support me, I'm gonna have to be my own biggest fan. And I just want to continue doing the things that I do, and I want to encourage others to go after the life that they want, because I know what it feels like to have no one in my corner sometimes. And I'm used to that. I'm used to playing second fiddle to other people, but I don't want others to feel that way ever. So, sorry for the little rant. I get very passionate about this, and I'm working on my own personal growth journey, and I just want others to realize that they can have it all too. But anyway, back to the books. You can see that I'm just doing a basic layout. As I said in the beginning, it's nothing fancy. Like, I just want to keep track of what books I'm reading and, remember some things from it. So I just did the basic information: title, author, the date that I started, the date that I finished. And I put a rating under the book cover so I could either recommend this book to others or save them from wasting their time. I also made the bottom half a little note section for quotes from the book or other things I found interesting. Especially since I'm a blogger, you never know when a topic will spark an idea for a post. And as I said before, reading the first chapter of I Am That Girl, it has already inspired 3 blog posts that I will eventually write. I have a running list in my journal, and I'll probably show you guys that in the next video too. But after I was done with all of the pages. I went back and added blocks and how many chapters were in each book so I could, give myself a gold star and check off each chapter that I read so I could see how far along I am in each one. As I said in the beginning, these layouts are nothing special, but I'm sharing with you guys what I'm doing in hopes that it inspires you in some way, shape, or form. I write all of these blog posts, but I never really show them in action. I don't just write these things and then don't do them. I'm always looking for ways to work through cleaning out the skeletons in my closet. And from now on, with these videos, I hope to give you a little lesson in personal growth, since that's what I do for a living. Is write about my experiences. With that being said, I'm better at writing than I am speaking. So these voiceovers, especially when it comes to recording a voiceover or videos for social media, I'm weird. I'm awkward. I'm just weird. I'm awkward. So after fumbling a few recordings, I kind of get the hang of it and, what I want to say. So I do make myself notes to make sure I'm hitting the points that I want to bring up. But I thank you to those few that stay and watch the video to the end, even though I am freaking awkward. But if you stayed this long, please comment down below what a book you think I should read. It could be self-help or not. You can't get stuck reading books that are only self-help. Maybe after these first 15 books that were on the paper I printed out, I should switch it up and read the whole Harry Potter series. I have them all. But let me know what you think. Until next time, have a great day. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.